Welcome back to the Football Don't Lie podcast. In today's episode, we're going to be recapping week 5, if I'm not mistaken, and we're going to be talking about each game, also previewing week 6, giving our players of the week for this week, and also giving our projections for our players of the week for next week as well. So it's going to be a pretty good episode. So let's get right into it without further ado. We'll start off with the Thursday night game as we always do. So the Thursday night game was actually between the Rams and the Seahawks. I think we all picked Rams, and Rams ended up pulling out the W.
No, I think someone picked Seahawks in here, if I'm not mistaken.
Who picked the Seahawks? Because I picked the Rams.
I picked the Rams, too. I think Hudson picked the Seahawks?
No, I have here that everybody picked the Rams.
Huh, okay. I guess we all did pick the Rams.
Yeah, we all did pick the Rams, and it was, it was a good game. Obviously, Russell Wilson got injured, and Geno Smith I thought he did pretty well though when he came in. He did all he could. The Rams were just too much. Robert Woods was just unstoppable. 150 yards with 12 receptions, and Stafford, he didn't throw for that many touchdowns, but he threw for 365 yards, and so, I mean, the Rams' offense was just too much for the Seahawks at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, nothing else to say. This game was actually very close in the first half. That field goal that Jason Myers missed at the end of the half will cost them. It basically, I would say, essentially, in hindsight, and if you look now, it basically cost them the game because Geno needed a touchdown to drive. If they would have made that field goal, they would have only needed a field goal to go tie the game up. So, I mean, I guess you could say that was the main thing. But, again, nobody on the Seahawks can play defense, apparently. Robert Woods was on Thursday, he was Matthew Stafford's favorite target. Maybe it might be Cooper Kupp next week. We'll see. But every single time, Woods, Kupp, Higbee, they were just torching the entire Seattle defense. Deshaun Jackson got by them once. Russell Wilson's going to be out for the next 6 to 8 weeks, so I'm interested to see how Seattle holds up. But I don't think they will. I think if they lose, he's going to miss 6 to 8 games. So if they go even 3-3 in that stretch, I would say I don't even know if they'll go 3-3. I don't think Seattle's going to make the playoffs this year. Just because Russell Wilson's already out, and that defense is just garbage. So, big win for the Rams, though, to keep up with Arizona. They needed this one after that loss last week.
Yeah, we all expected the Rams to win, and it was a close game, whether or not Russell Wilson was playing in the end. It was a close game and pretty exciting when we saw, obviously, Geno Smith come in, nearly led them to that comeback route, but it was Jalen Ramsey that had to end that miracle for Seattle fans. But really, Russell Wilson didn't really play. I mean, he played good, but definitely could have been better, at least for the time that he was in the game for. And otherwise, this Rams team, they look great. They still look great. Last week they lost to the Cardinals, but they bounced back, beat a top tier Seahawks team. Like I said, without their top quarterback, but still a win's a win. You just got to play who's in front of you. Next week they face the Giants, so that should literally be a bye week with all of their injuries that they have. We'll get into that later though. But the Rams, they look like the Super Bowl contenders that we all are expecting to see each week from them.
Yeah, next week they do play the Giants. You all taking Rams on that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Rams. The Giants are injured to hell, and I don't think they'll make any sort of fight anyways.
Yeah. What's you're taking there?
Yeah,
you're taking the Rams, right?
I'm gonna take them.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so let's get into this Giants game. Obviously they lost to the Cowboys 20-44. We expected the Cowboys to win, but the Giants lost a lot of players. Their best receiver,
they lost
Kenny
basically
Galladay.
their big. They lost their big three: Danny Dimes,
basically
Saquon ankle, Kenny Galladay knee.
Yeah, so they literally lost their starting QB, their best receiver, and their best running back. But my boy Kadarius Toney, Florida's own,
Throwing
He
punches
picked up the
nowadays.
slack.
That man saved my ass.
That's
with
why I
DFS.
literally was so like I was like that's a great pick for the Giants when they drafted him because I just like I've seen Kadarius Toney play in person before and he's just amazing. He's like a really good receiver.
Could have been better that game too if he could keep his temper.
Yeah,
Yes, he did get ejected, which is pretty funny.
But yeah, apart from that, the Cowboys basically did what they were supposed to do. Zeke was kind of just running wild. Him and Pollard combined for 185 rushing yards. And then the receivers kind of just chipped in with whatever they could. I mean,
Dallas looks legit, man. Like,
they do.
I mean, they look legit.
I don't want to go crazy because they did beat the Giants without their 3 best players, but they look good.
They look very good. I want to see how they face New England this week against that defense in Foxborough. That's going to be an interesting matchup. But we'll see.
Yeah, I think that we all expected the Cowboys to win. Unfortunate of all the Giants' injuries, just in this game, Saquon, who's finally coming back from that torn ACL last season.
That was not even that was like a injury after the play too.
Yeah, exactly. The ball was overthrown. He was kind of like looking back and just stepped on another player's foot, and just like just where he was at that time was just unfortunate. And Kenny Galladay was I think it was like a hyperextension. I'm not really sure what the play was.
He has a knee injury.
We saw Daniel Jones barely able to walk off the field straight. So even defensively too, like Blake Martinez, Jabril Peppers and stuff, like they had injuries there too. So it's just gonna suck for the Giants another season, basically on the losing side. But the Cowboys look great as usual, and against this Giants team, wouldn't really expect much else. But like you said, it should be a fun game in Foxborough next week versus a rookie quarterback in Mac Jones for them.
I got the Cowboys in that one though.
I also have the Cowboys.
Yeah, me too.
Speaking of the Patriots, they almost laid an egg completely. Like somehow they came back in the second half, but they disappointed me a lot, bro. This game should not have been close. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really pay much attention to this game because I had Red Zone on, but I wasn't really watching this game intently because I kind of thought the Patriots would just run all over them. But their defense could not stop Davis Mills, Chris Moore, that Moss was crazy. Their receivers kind of just ran wild, and luckily, somehow, luckily for them, the Texans defense is also ass, so they were able to come back. But disappointing, but the Patriots won.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked that the score was 22-9. And freaking I was just surprised. But big win for New England though, and Mac Jones. They needed this one, as Chester Rogers just took a 100-yard fumble to the house. Freaking insane lateral by Leonard. But anyways, I didn't watch this game. I know I had Damian Harris. I was sort of paying attention, but Davis Mills had a really good game from what I heard. I think he threw for 300 yards, and I think he had 3 touchdowns as well. So
he did.
Oh, Lamar did fumble that. I'm sorry, but that's gonna be a defensive touchdown, I think, for Indianapolis. But yeah, big win for New England. I know they have a tough schedule coming up. I think they play Dallas. I think Buffalo's coming up as well for them, and then I know in a few weeks they play Carolina. But They I don't think they'll win against Dallas, but they should put up a fight at home. But yeah, as for the Texans, another long road. But Davis Mills is a pleasant surprise. So
yeah, I really think that it doesn't sound too crazy to say that even when Tyrod Taylor comes back from that injury, we might still see Davis Mills as the starter of that team, especially after this crazy game he put up against the Patriots. Texans really had a good lead. I mean, if it didn't really look that obvious.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think the turning point of the game was that fake punt that didn't happen, and it hit off the guy's back.
The blocker's helmet, bro.
0-yard punt. That was the turning point of this game. And I feel like if they didn't try to do trickery, they could have pinned the Pats deep. And they just kind of fucked up there, but I think that was the turning point. But go ahead, Hudson.
Yo, sorry, some breaking news here. Mark Davis has accepted John Gruden's. Oh, I thought that said that Mark Davis was going to become the head coach. Never mind, I read that wrong. But yeah, the Patriots really. I mean, just surprising as hell that they were down in this game and that they really had to try this hard. Because this really should have been a pretty easy, honestly, a second bye week for that team. But
bro, his knee was down, bro. What the fuck?
But
my bad. I was
no, his knee was not down. The ball was sort of loose.
Some live Monday Night Football reaction here.
I'm pretty sure it was though.
No, his knee was not down. Well, the ball was already loose at that point.
All right, keep going. My bad.
But the fact that it had to come to the last second for Nick Folk to make a field goal for the win was pretty embarrassing, but not much you can expect
in this league. A win is a win.
Buffalo.
Yeah, win is a win, bro. Win is a win.
A win is a win.
All right, well, the Texans play the Colts. We're gonna get to the Colts and Ravens game at the end if they finish it, but they probably won't. The Colts are kind of running away with it right now, but
yes, they are.
I have the Colts winning against the Texans, regardless of what happens in this game.
Yeah, I also have the Colts winning, and if the Colts win this game, they're gonna start clicking. They need. I think that win against Miami was what they needed last week, and they're clicking now. Like. They are driving Baltimore on the ground. Like I didn't expect this game. I thought this game was gonna be closer, and I wanted to pick the upset.
I did too.
I literally said last week I'm thinking about it, but I said I wasn't gonna do it. But I mean, I did not expect this dud from Lamar Jackson, and I cannot wait to get on TikTok to absolutely roast Wee Hoopin' so badly. I'm very excited for that, but. As for the Colts, I'm gonna take them against the Texans. I don't think.
We all taking the Colts.
I'm also taking. Yes. I'm gonna take the Colts.
I think
they're just a better team. Yeah.
All right. So let's just skip like the Colts Ravens summary and let's just get to who the Ravens play next week, which is the Chargers. Ooh, that is gonna be a really.
That's gonna be a good game.
I have the Chargers.
I'm gonna take the Chargers, and I'm gonna put my prediction right now. Justin Herbert's going to win MVP. Justin Herbert is going to win MVP. He's put himself in the MVP conversation after that big-time win against the Browns. Stellar play from Herbert, Eckler, and Mike Williams. And overall, just a shootout. Like, a really fun game to watch if you watched it. However, I did not. I was driving and unfortunately missed it. But I know it was a complete shootout. Mike Williams had like 40 fantasy points. And I think Eckler had another 30. Eckler had another 30. Just insane.
I will say.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're talking about the Browns Chargers game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say, the Browns kind of got hoed, bro. The Browns kind of got hoed. Like the Browns, like it kind of just They made the refs made a lot of stupid calls. Like there was a blown PI that cost the Browns the game. And Myles Garrett was mugged on a play. Like the Browns should have won this. And this is kind of me being salty because I picked the fucking Browns, but the Chargers did really really good. Austin Eckler I think is super underrated, bro. Like he put on an amazing performance. 3 touchdowns. Like that's crazy. Yeah. And then obviously Mike Williams is wide open on both of the touchdowns. Like that was splendid.
Yeah, that Browns defense gave up.
And as for the Browns, I mean, it's kind of just their defense kind of sold them. Their offense did everything they were supposed to do. Yeah, I mean, David Njoku had a monster game. Odell had a wide open fucking catch, bro. He dropped it. Like he should have made that catch. But David Njoku kind of carried them as far as receiving. Nick Chubb had a monster game. Baker did pretty well. It's kind of just their defense that let them down, which is unusual because they have a really good defense. And it was more their secondary than their O-line, I think.
Yeah. As for the Browns, I didn't get to them, but I expected them to put on a show, but Baker Mayfield is starting to get on my nerves a little bit.
Me too, bro. Me too.
He's starting to get on my nerves. I love Baker, but he is starting to piss me off sometimes.
I don't like Baker. I think the Browns are like. I don't think they have to replace him. I just don't think he's good enough right now.
Yeah, I don't think he's good enough for this.
He
They
was
have
overrated.
such okay. I know. Like you guys are about to yell at me, but imagine if Sam Darnold had the Browns O-line, bro. Just imagine. That Browns O-line is so good. No wonder Nick Chubb is running for 160 yards a week. Like no wonder.
I think he's better than Sam Darnold, but
I will also agree in that. I agree. I think Baker's better than Darnold right now.
Yeah, he is, but Baker coming into the season was overrated. Like he was an overrated player.
He did lead his team to the divisional round, though.
He did, but he also went against the Steelers, who were.
They almost beat that Chiefs team, bro. You cannot refute. You cannot ignore that fact.
They were close to, but at the same time, he went against Chad Henne for a bit of that game.
Okay, he went. Okay, it doesn't matter. The Browns might have won that game. They might have been in the freaking championship game, and they could have won that championship game too against Buffalo. It's possible, but I mean, I don't know. Baker's starting to get on my nerve, but we can move on. I'm gonna take the Chargers against the Ravens. I think the Ravens are flat.
So you're taking the Chargers or the Ravens?
I'm taking the Ravens coming off the loss. In this
we don't even know if it's a loss yet. It's looking like a loss.
It's looking
Wait,
far.
did that count, bro? Is it still 16 or did they score?
No, it did not count because he didn't lateral it. It was a sideways pass, so they put it back there. But Jonathan Taylor had like 3 good runs. They're in the Ravens red zone, if I'm not mistaken.
28. They're in the 28. Okay, I see.
Yeah, 28. They're driving hard.
All right, yeah, you took the Ravens. Okay, so let's get to who the Browns play. This is gonna be an amazing game. The Cardinals versus the Browns. I want to see who you guys take.
Ooh.
I know who I'm gonna take, but I want to see what you guys say first.
Okay. It's in Cleveland, isn't it?
It is in Cleveland.
I'm gonna take the Browns.
I'm gonna also take the Browns.
I think Nick Chubb is bound to have a 200-yard day because that Arizona defense isn't, in my opinion, that good. They played Trey Lance. Like not really sold. They haven't played a real running back yet. James Robinson torched them a little bit during week 3, and then week 2, Dalvin Cook had somewhat of a game, and then week 1, they shut down Derrick Henry, and that was kind of your big game. But they kind of sold out against Derrick Henry. That's what teams try to do these days. But I'm going to take the Browns. I think Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, that duo will just go crazy. They will go crazy as Jonathan Taylor scores another touchdown.
I'm going to take the Browns as well.
I'm going to take the Browns. And I think if Baker just doesn't turn the ball over, they'll be just fine.
Yeah, it's not even because obviously the running backs are like a big part of it, but I think the Browns defense will bounce back. Like the personnel is just too good. Like they allowed 47 points to the Chargers. Like they're gonna be determined to come back and bounce back. So they're gonna make sure they try to shut down Kyler Murray, and shut down the Cardinals. So I'm gonna go with the Browns here.
I'm gonna go with the Cardinals in this game. I'm a believer in this team, and I was since week 1. I feel like this team. I was just looking ahead at their schedule. I think they're gonna end up going 7-0. Until they face the. Oh, could this be returned?
Oh no!
He tripped up.
Wait. Nah.
Is he still up? No, he
scored, bro. They scored a touchdown.
No. But the Ravens nearly intercepted a pick 6, the 2-point conversion. All right, but I think that they're gonna get their first loss week 8 on Thursday Night Football against the Packers. But either way, I think that the Cardinals are going to be able to win this game. Browns coming off that loss. Cardinals still undefeated. The only team in the NFL, right, that's undefeated? I think so.
Yeah, they are.
Who are you going to take, Hudson?
Huh?
You took the Cardinals.
You're going to take the Cardinals?
Yeah, I'm taking the Cardinals in this game.
Is this a 1 o'clock game or is this a 4:25 game?
4 o'clock, 4:05.
Yeah, 405.
Well, it's in Cleveland though, huh?
Yeah, in Cleveland,
No,
that's
it's
4 or 5 games.
405, 405. All right, so coming to the Cardinals real quick. Let's talk about this Niners Cardinals game real quick. I mean, the
I didn't
Cardinals.
watch this. I'm gonna be honest. I straight up didn't watch this game because it was so boring. Like
I
didn't.
watched.
It was a
I watched.
defensive game.
I
It was
watched the
defensive
first
game.
half, and then like the second half, I just tuned into. I kind of just switched. I had Red Zone on, bro, but on the second screen I had this game on. But then I kind of just put the Chargers game on the second screen, the second half, because
Chargers game was entertaining because that was just shootout.
But I mean, like from what I saw in this game, Trey Lance reminds me of like another Lamar, bro. Like I don't know why. Like I just don't like. I just think he relies on his fucking run game too much. And maybe like I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting. I haven't watched that much Trey Lance. I'm not gonna act like I have. But he was just trying to like scramble everywhere, and like he's not like a small elusive guy like a Kyler Murray or Russell Wilson when he rushes. He's a big dude, so he's not fast at all. Like I'm pretty sure like you guys probably saw it where he tried to score a touchdown and Isaiah Simmons shut that shit down. Like they just like he relied on his run game too much. I think I just think that he rushed too much instead of relying on his receivers. Like Deebo Samuel didn't really have, he didn't like their leading reception person was Deebo Samuel with 3, and that's it. Then it was Kyle Juszczyk, Brandon Ayuk. So like I thought he should have passed more. And I thought the Cardinals defense was pretty good. Obviously, like the Niners didn't have a running back because of Raheem Mostert's injury, so it was kind of like Mitchell and Trey Sermon didn't even do anything. He had 1 carry. But yeah, I mean, I predicted the Cardinals to win, so pretty straightforward.
Okay. I want to mention. I think San Francisco is going to start slipping. I think I guess we can just move on to the.
They have a bye week this week.
Okay then. Oh, is this when buys start kicking in?
Yeah.
Who are the teams that have buys? I guess we should probably announce that at the beginning.
Okay, so the teams that have buys.
Do.
Okay, I'm gonna just look up fucking bye weeks right now. Bye weeks. All right, so the teams that have buys right now. So week 6 is Atlanta Falcons, New Orleans Saints, New York Jets, and Niners.
Wait, the Oh, never mind. Yeah.
No. The reason why the Falcons and Jets are on bye is because they're in London.
Yeah, they were in London. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought we were talking about like. Yeah. Never mind.
So yeah, I mean they have a bye week. Hudson, what do you think about this game? Niners Cardinals game.
Cardinals Niners. Well, like I said, it was a low scoring, boring because it was a defensive game, so it wasn't really, it was, we could say that the Chargers and Browns game was way more fun to watch than this one. But Kyler Murray and Trey Lance, obviously Trey Lance finally getting his first start, I believe, with Jimmy Garoppolo out with that injury. But Cardinals able to pull off by 1 possession. Kyler Murray looked great once again. And the 49ers really don't have a running back. Who's their starting running back? Elijah Mitchell, because he only had 9 carries. Trey Lance had 16 of his own carries for.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Trey Lance literally led them in rushing, and it wasn't even close. Like,
yeah, I mean, I wasn't really like the Niners started out like 2-0 or something, and I wasn't really a believer in this team. I have them making the playoffs, and I
was never a believer in the Niners. I'm gonna keep that straight. I watched them against Detroit.
Because I had them finishing last in the NFC West. I think I literally said at some point in like our predictions video, if we made one, that Garoppolo wouldn't be able to stay healthy. Trey Lance, his inexperience won't be able to get them the wins, and kind of what it's looking like right now. But again, this is a tough team to beat, the Cardinals, and
I don't think the Niners will finish last because of Seattle's debacle, but I think they'll finish second to last. And I don't think they will make the play. I think, unfortunately, we will only have 1 team come out of the NFC West this year. Or sorry, 2 teams come out of the NFC West.
Cardinals and Rams.
Cardinals and Rams. I don't think any other team gets up.
You would say the Seahawks if Russ was healthy, though.
If Russ was healthy, I'd definitely have them in, but he's not healthy. So
Yeah.
Anyways, the next game we could
He's
just do
got
Falcons
Marquise
Jets.
Brown, Hollywood.
Oh, he's got
Yeah,
Marquise Brown. Oh,
He's not
so
dropping this
Morgan, if they
passes.
go for 2 here, they should go for 2. They should go for 2.
It won't really do much though. Would it?
No, it will, because if you go for 2, it's 11-point game. You can kick a field goal, and see, John Harbaugh's smart. He's going for 2. Anyways, the Falcons Jets game. I did watch this game. Cordell Patterson and Kyle Pitts just absolutely torched this Jets team. And I picked the Jets. I actually thought the Falcons were going to choke, and they started to choke. It was, 17-20? And they started to choke, and then they just kind of drove down the field. But a big win for the Falcons, but right now it doesn't mean anything because this team is still going to be in the top 10 of the draft. So, and I guess both teams will be, so.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch this game. I'm on Central Time, so it's an hour before. I was sleeping. I did not watch this game at all.
He got it. I think. Oh, they think he didn't get it.
No, he didn't. I think his knee was down.
Knee was down.
Where did they go for 2?
Yeah, but
Lamar
like
had an option, and he took it to the left side, and he did not get it. Wait, I just want to see this. Wait, he made Leonard miss. Oh no, his elbow's down. No, he's not in. His elbow's down. Good call by the ref, though.
Yeah, as I was saying, yeah, I didn't watch this game because I'm on Central Time, so I was sleeping. But from what I'm seeing right now, Zach Wilson had a pretty rough game.
The Jets couldn't get anything going in the first half. Like they couldn't get anything going.
I expected
in the second
Packers,
half. They just took off.
I mean, not the Packers. I expected the Falcons to win. Matt Ryan had a good game.
That's because he trusted Kyle Pitts and Cordell Patterson so much.
Good, bro. I hate when they give it to Mike Davis like that many times, bro.
I gotta say, I just want to make this one point before we move on. I wish the Panthers used McCaffrey the way Cordell Patterson is being used by the Falcons. I wish they lined him up more as a receiver rather than just keep handing him and toting him the ball. Like if they made him run routes more, he would be unstoppable. But anyways, Cordell Patterson, he's emerging, and he's in his 9th year, and he's so versatile. That's like the one player on the Falcons I like. But a good one for them, I guess. And for the both of them are on their bye weeks, so I mean, a good time to rest up, I guess.
Hudson, do you have any thoughts about this?
Well, as soon as we saw really engaged, we're going to be out for this game. I think we all a lot of people thought that this was going to be one of those breakout games for Kyle Pitts, and it was. He had he had a touchdown, I know for sure.
119 yards.
Oh, 19 yards for real?
119.
Oh, one. I was okay. I'm pretty sure it's more than
9 catches for 119 yards. Insane.
Yeah. He had that breakout game.
He's a stud.
Yeah.
He just needs receptions. All right. So since these teams are both in their bye week, we're just gonna move on. Eagles Panthers. Tejas, what are your thoughts?
Look. Hudson, you're gonna probably laugh the entire time, but let me be honest, okay? Joe Brady and Matt Rule decided to be pussies and play conservative, and we ended up losing. This defense is really good. I don't think that game against the Cowboys really tells too much because they just got gashed, and then once they did, everything just fell apart. But this defense is much better than people think. And they played really well. I actually thought they played way better than expected. Hurts was getting clamped in the first half.
Matt Rule in his press conference, he blamed the defense for the loss.
He blamed the defense a little bit, but he mainly blamed the offensive line, which played pathetic, putrid shit. Darnold was running for his life, and he basically had a flashback to when he was a New York Jet. That's basically what happened. And he tried to force passes to DJ Moore, and Darius Slay was just sitting on them. Robbie Anderson decided to be a lazy fat fuck and run lazy ass routes. No wonder he gets no targets. Because he gets 1 yard of separation. And
I'm gonna read you I'm gonna read you a quote real quick.
I'm gonna conclude on this one statement, and then you guys can say whatever the fuck you want. I'll just listen. This last statement I want to make is this game fully emphasizes that Christian McCaffrey is the most valuable player in this league. That's not a quarterback. It just emphasizes how much a team needs it, because without McCaffrey, this offense does not run. He draws so much goddamn attention that it allows Robbie Anderson, it allows DJ Moore to get wide open, it allows Sam Darnold to play like a good QB. Without McCaffrey, and I know Chuba Hubbard is good. Chuba Hubbard had a very good game, don't get me wrong, but just 22 draws so much attention for another team because it just takes him one move, one play, and he can break at the distance. So I don't know what else you want me to say. 22 in Carolina is the most valuable player in this league. This game fully emphasizes it.
I'm gonna just read you a quote real quick. So this is like a thing on Twitter. So someone said, I think this guy's a Panthers fan. It says nobody, and then it says Taylor Moton entire college career on the right side of the O-line, Brady Christensen entire career on the left side.
I know that
Rule,
decision again. I have no idea what Matt Rule was thinking. I have no idea what Joe Brady. I have no idea what they were thinking. I think Moton will go back to the right side this week, and I think Christensen will go back to the left side. And they should get McCaffrey back, and I think Shaq Thompson is a possibility. I don't think it'll happen, but it's going to be interesting. This defense played well regardless without Shaq Thompson. So, and they do get Gilmore back in 2 weeks.
I watched this game. Sam Darnold has thrown 6 picks in 2 games. So I'm just gonna put that out there.
Isn't it? No, 5. It's actually 5. But isn't it a coincidence that he doesn't have his best player and he has his 2 worst games of the season? Hey, just saying.
All right, yeah. Like I was saying, my boy Big Play Slade locked down DJ Moore. He fucking shut that shit down, bro. I still miss him, bro. I think he's a very underrated corner. And then for the Eagles, I mean, like, they kind of just came back at the end because of their defense more than anything. Like their offense wasn't anything special. I thought the Panthers' defense was pretty good. Jalen Hurts didn't really get off. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. I don't know if that's a testament to the Panthers' D-line.
Again, it happened when your defense is when your defense is on short fields. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay, let me explain. Second half, they forced 2 turnovers on downs, and a block punt. And well, no, they didn't force the block punt, but the block punt was forced by the Eagles.
Dude, what happened with Robbie Anderson, bro?
What I just tell you? 1 yard of separation, bro.
Yo.
What, Hudson?
Nah. The Red Sox just hit a walk-off.
Bro, no one cares.
No, but again, what I just say? 1 yard of separation, bro. Because he runs some lazy-ass routes. And again, he expressed some, he said he wanted the Panthers to run double moves. And again, that goes back to Joe Brady. You see
he
let out an outburst. They're sitting on these hitch routes for a reason. They're running cover 2 every single time down the field. Why don't you run 4 verticals and hit the seams or go up the sideline? Get with some double moves. I don't know. I got really upset because Brady, apparently they decide that at halftime, oh, we're up by 12. It's okay. We can lay off the gas. Let's play conservative and let's make no adjustments. And that's what hurts them. They made no adjustments, and they got absolutely butt-fucked in the 3rd quarter and 4th quarter.
Hudson, what do you think about this game?
Just in case Sam Darnold happens to be watching this, one thing to say.
What?
Hey, can you guys hear that?
No.
Hold up.
No, bro, just say it, bro. I can't hear anything.
Oh, all right. I'm trying to play the Ghostbuster song, but
shut the little fuck up.
I mean, I feel like this just shows how valuable Christian McCaffrey is to this team, because obviously the whole entire team falls apart, not only offense but even like that defense too. But it obviously shows that with CMC out, this team really can't do much. So they're gonna have to get him back. Try to keep.
Does he play next week? Because they play the Vikings.
He's 100% playing this week
Against it's Minnesota, right?
Yeah, Minnesota.
He's playing this week.
I feel like this is their biggest challenge. Like, I mean, we thought
I
that
agree.
they could end up.
The next few weeks, this is their biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Who are you going with?
Hudson and Suas, you guys give your picks first, and then I want to hear this.
Because I know that you're going with the Panthers, so.
Honestly,
I want to hear this though.
Are you 100% confident CMC's playing?
No, CMC. Okay, let me explain to you. He was limited on Wednesday and Thursday, and he was limited again on Friday. What does that tell you? He almost played this week.
Yeah, he was doubtful before the game.
Huh?
He was doubtful before the game.
Okay, doubtful doesn't mean anything, okay? Because he was almost on the field for pregame warmups. If he's limited in practice all throughout the week and he doesn't play, what does that tell you? They were resting him for this week. He's 100% going to play. I promise you. This is a must-win game. He's 100% going to play.
And I'm gonna go with the Panthers. If CMC's playing, like I said, that he is their whole team, so I have to go with the Panthers. If CMC's playing,
I was gonna go with the Panthers just because it's at home, because I really didn't know who to pick, and I just saw that they were at home, so I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
Interesting. Okay. Here's what I do want to say though. Okay, you gave up this game to Philly. What?
Oh, the Vikings are ass, by the way. They're not good, so I'm gonna go with the Panthers because of that as well.
Here's what I want to say. Okay, here's the thing. I think the Panthers gave up this game to Philly. But if they're going to make the playoffs, they have to pull off one upset to make up for this unbelievable defeat. And I think it's going to have to come against a team like Arizona, Buffalo, Tampa, or New Orleans. It's going to have to come in one of those games. They're going to have to win one of those games to get back at this game if they want a chance to get in the playoffs. But I'm going to take Carolina this week. I think Joe Brady will finally realize he needs to stop being a pussy and stop playing conservative, and I think they'll get going. They need to the third quarter. I promise you, Suhas, if you guys are watching this game, don't watch the first half. Don't watch the first half. Watch the third quarter very closely, because that's the quarter that the Panthers always fall apart, and they need to pick it up this week because they always seem to fall apart in the third quarter. So I'm still gonna pick Carolina, but Dalvin Cook, I don't know what's going on with Dalvin Cook in Minnesota. I don't.
They're not good. They're not
Madison's playing really well though.
He is. But our run defense is ass. So I mean, like he kind of had to.
I gotta be honest, bro. I feel so bad for the Lions. I feel so bad for you guys.
I'm happy.
Again, it's just showing the grit in your team. I think the Lions. I've heard people say it this week. They're the best 0-5 team we've ever seen, possibly.
Facts.
They fight with so much heart, and they should be 2-3 right now. I'm not even kidding. They should be 2-3.
They should be. But okay, so about this game, I watched this game. Speaking of quarters, the Lions are like one of the worst second quarter teams. I don't know what happens in the second quarter, but we're just ass. But like we're one of the best second half teams. Like especially the fourth quarter statistically, like we just come back in so many games. And then I mean Jared Goff didn't have a great throwing game. He threw a pick, but I actually thought our defense, which is I think our biggest weak link, they played pretty well towards the end. Alex Anzalone had a nice pick. And then the receivers, man, I still think obviously losing Cephas is going to be a loss. I'm pretty sure he's out for the season, which sucks. Like that's him, fucking Romeo Quara, and I'm pretty sure I forgot the cornerback's name that we drafted number 3. Like it just slipped my mind. What's his name? From Ohio State.
Jeff
Okudah, my bad. They're all out for the season, so that's.
Suhas, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If this team gets a true number 1 wide receiver, and they get a shutdown corner, next to Okuda, this team will be very good.
More than that, we need pass rush, which is why
pass rush too. If they get a good pass rusher, and
which
there's
is
some
why
very good
Kayvon
pass rushers in this
Kayvon
draft.
Thibodeau should be the number 1 pick for the Lions. Like I'm not even worried about the QB position right now. Goff is not the best QB, but he's not the problem.
I think Jared Goff is still young, bro, and he doesn't have that many. His only weapons are Hawkinson and Swift, essentially. So
and don't sleep on Amon-Ra St. Brown, bro. He's been going.
Yes, he's very good too.
He's amazing. He reminds me of Golden Tate when he was here. He has that
okay,
type of
I will say this. I don't want to, but this Ravens game still technically it's still a 2-score game, technically.
Oh yeah, it is. But for the Vikings, they're just not good. They're like, I'm sorry, like the Vikings. I like Justin Jefferson a lot. Adam Thielen didn't really do much. His only receptions were like when they advanced to kick the field goal, which I guess made an impact because they won the game. Is Dalvin Cook playing next week?
I don't know, man. Okay, I thought Dalvin Cook was supposed to play this week.
Nah, I knew he was out. That's why I had Madison. But yeah, I mean, I don't think the Vikings are that good. I honestly think there's not much between us and the Vikings. But they didn't have Dalvin Cook, so.
Who did the Lions play this week?
I'm pretty sure. Shit, who do we play this week? Let me see. Oh yeah. Bro, it's another fucking like really tough game. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, okay. We played we played the Bengals.
Bengals. Okay, I'm sorry, but I am gonna have to take the Bengals here. I think the Bengals. They played a very good game against Green Bay. Like they played really well. Like they should have won that game. In fact, against Green Bay. But I expect this to be a close game though. I expect the Lions to fight like they always do. But I'm gonna take the Bengals.
Hudson, give me your thoughts on the Lions game, and then tell me who do you think is winning against the Lions or Bengals.
I mean, in that Lions game, dude, DeAndre Swift, we thought basically clinched the game, but I think I literally said, you guys said that the Lions are gonna win the game. I'm like,
no, I didn't say shit. I knew we were gonna lose.
I picked the Vikings.
Tay just said.
No. I know. Tay said in the chat that the Lions are gonna win, but
no. Here's what I said. I said they were gonna win because they went for 2 and they got it, and I was like, "There's no way."
I was watching the game with my friends, bro. I still were like, they're about to score a field goal here because I knew we left too much time on the clock.
Yeah, well, because I mean, it's not like it was a great day for kickers, anyways, but still. Greg Joseph is a nice kicker. So how far was that field goal though? That last one?
54 yards.
54 yards.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he had missed it, considering all the luck all the other field goal kickers had today, all the other kickers had today. But in the end, it was just too much time on the clock. With the Vikings, they kind of played poorly. I mean, they probably should have played better versus Detroit team. But all these Lions games. All of them have been like between one possession. Like last week was 10 points.
Just that Chicago game.
Yeah. And then other than that,
even the Chicago game would have been one possession if Campbell went to take the field goal instead of going for
week 2 was
Ravens just scored.
That's a game.
There's 9 minutes. There's 9 minutes to go, bro.
That is a game now.
Then versus the Bengals.
If they make this 2-point conversion, then it's a 1-score game.
Yeah, versus the Bengals. You have the Bengals?
Yeah, I do. You guys both do also, right?
Yeah, I have the Bengals as well. All right, so the Bengals played against the Packers, like the most absurd game I've ever seen. Like the Packers should have won it, and then the Bengals should have won it, and the Packers eventually won it. Because, bro, like I don't even know what Mason Crosby was. He was 4 for 7. It felt a lot less than that.
Yeah, it felt a lot worse. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he missed 3, and then McPherson missed both of his kicks. So, yeah, I mean,
I had him in DFS this week. Absolute stud.
He's a stud, bro. I knew he. And then Devontae Adams is an even bigger
stud.
stud.
Oh yeah, Devontae Adams.
Him
My
and Aaron
lord.
Jones literally
Best
back
receiver in the league? Question
I
mark?
think he is.
I think he is too. I like Devontae Adams.
Right
Yes,
now
I
he
agree.
is.
I'd say Adams, Hopkins. Who am I missing?
Diggs or Hill or Julio.
Diggs, I would say.
I don't know if it's Julio anymore though.
Adams, Hopkins, Julio.
Dude, Julio got to stay healthy, bro.
Julio got to stay healthy.
That's what I'm saying. You may have to
I'm
put
gonna go
Diggs or
Adam,
Terry
I'm gonna
Kill
go
or
Adams,
something.
Hopkins, then Diggs. Actually,
Diggs, yeah. And then probably put Hill up there. I think this season, specifically, Deebo Samuel's up there, too. Him and Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp, DJ Moore, Deebo Samuel, they've all had big seasons.
Big
I don't
season
know
for
about
sure.
after last season.
Last what?
After last week, yeah.
For who?
The DJ Moore, he
DJ
kind of
Moore still had
disappeared.
a solid game. Hold on, let me check what his stats were.
Darius Slay, and
Let me check. He only had 42 yards.
Yeah, and yeah.
Okay, again, 7 targets because he tried to spread the ball around because he freaking hit Chuba Hubbard and Ian Thomas every time. Darnold didn't have a good game, but anyways.
Hudson, what do you think about this? Oh no, what do you think about this game right here?
Oh, it's the Packers-Bengals game?
Yeah.
I mean, just absurd. I mean, I saw, I didn't really see those missed field goals that was on Miami game the whole entire time, but when it went to overtime, I obviously switched onto it, and I saw the Packers. The Packers won the coin toss. I think they drove down and they missed the field goal, and I honestly switched to.
They lost the coin toss, bro.
The Bengals won it. The Bengals drove first.
The Bengals won it, and then
Joe Burrow threw an interception.
Or threw a pick, yeah, threw a pick.
Oh yeah, that's right. Burrow threw that interception, and then that stupid throw interception should just thrown out of bounds on that play. And then Packers drove down. I figured that they would kick a field goal and just win it, so I figured that they would, and I turned it back on. It turned out to be the Bengals' ball, so I switched it back because I figured that the Bengals would end up going down and win it, but they missed it too, and then the Packers came down and they finally scored on like their second drive of overtime. So it was just a crazy game.
We all got the Packers against the Bears.
But I do have the Packers.
I would take the Packers over the Bears.
Because the Bears pulled off an upset that I didn't think. I was never a believer in this Raiders team as far as like a real 3-0 team, but I still thought they would win against the Bears because I was not a believer in the Bears either.
Bears ran the ball very well.
They did,
Sunday.
And they're
even without David Montgomery.
Even apart from this game,
Montgomery was out.
Yeah, he's on the IR.
Yeah, I said without him.
Yeah,
but even
Raiders coach got fired.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Even apart from this game, there's some struggles in LA right now, in Las Vegas. I mean
I don't know why everyone's surprised, but I expected it.
I mean, I don't really expect he resigned. He wasn't really fired.
Dude, he was gonna get fired. That's why he resigned. They had a meeting.
I don't know if he was gonna get fired, but he just.
Nah, they had a meeting, and then after the meeting, he stepped down because he was gonna get fired.
Have you guys actually seen those emails though?
No. Okay, I just want to say the Bears ran for 100. The Bears didn't really do too much on offense because
their defense was just amazing, bro.
Why is Andy Dalton on the field for one play though? That's my question.
Oh, because Fields was injured for one of the plays.
Okay. Well, they only threw for like 119 yards total, and they only give up 2 sacks. I'm kind of impressed.
They did.
They give up 2 sacks.
As far as the Raiders, they play the Broncos next week.
I'm gonna take the Raiders. I'm gonna take the Raiders. 100%. I'm taking the Raiders.
I'm gonna go with the Broncos, bro. I hate the fucking Raiders.
Really? With the way Teddy Chokewater sold the game?
Nah, he had a good game.
Good game. My ass. Good game.
2 touchdowns for 288 yards.
Here comes the weekly rant.
And threw and choked on 4th and goal.
Here comes the weekly rant.
That wasn't his fault though.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't, bro.
Yes, it was, bro.
Bro, the
100%.
play call was so ass, bro. And the fucking O-line was ass on, bro.
Okay, that doesn't matter. Teddy Bridgewater was ass the whole game until the 4th quarter.
They almost came back, too. They had a 13-point
Okay, but they
quarter.
still lost the game because Teddy is ass.
He had a better game than Darnold, I know that.
He did not have a better game than Darnold. Actually,
bro, Darnold threw 3 fucking picks, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Teddy is still ass in my opinion, and I'm taking the Raiders to win this game.
I'm taking the Broncos. I think the Raiders are dog shit. Like I don't think they're a good team at all.
The defense has been an issue. Now, the offense hasn't been clicking as well.
And they have a new coach now. That's what.
And they don't even have their head coach. They have this random assistant coach who's now their interim head coach for now. So I'm gonna go with the Broncos in this game. That defense is really an issue in this league, and I feel like that offense, if they can get clicking, which is definitely an issue at some points, but if they can do that, then they can definitely take down this Raiders defense.
And the Broncos played the Steelers.
This Broncos team is ass, bro. This team is ass. I have no idea why you guys have. I don't even think they have a single receiver for next week now, if I'm not mistaken. Kendall Hinton's their best receiver now. If I'm not mistaken, Sutton is hurt.
He's playing.
No, he's playing, bro.
Well, a bunch of people got hurt.
Fant too? No Fant?
Fant? Well, no. What's his name got hurt? Tim Patrick got hurt, and then KJ Hamler's out. Judy's not coming back for a while.
Judy was out last game too, though.
No. Judy was out for a while, but I'm just saying, like, y'all have too much faith in Teddy Bridgewater.
No, I just have no faith in the Raiders. That's the difference.
No, I have faith in this Raiders team. I think they will click this week.
Their injury report for next week is. Wait, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, their injury report says that Deontay Spencer, is the only receiver who's questionable. They didn't say anything about out yet. Cortland Sutton is playing.
And KJ Hamler's out too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, KJ Hamler. I forgot about him.
No, yeah, they have a lot of injuries. I don't know, but I'm gonna take the Raiders. And I guess Steelers game, yeah.
They play the Seahawks.
The Steelers needed this game against the Broncos, and I knew they were going to get it. I thought it was going to be Drew Lock, but even still, Teddy played like his usual ass self and made a last-second heroic comeback to try and win the game, but he couldn't because that's what he usually does. So good one for the Steelers, though. They needed this when Najee Harris got going. Claypool had a big touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger did not look like the Ben Roethlisberger that we've seen for the past few weeks. He looked like the Ben Roethlisberger of old. And this was a big win for the Steelers.
It was. Deontay Johnson, I think, has not dropped a single catch this season.
After having all those drops last year?
Yeah, he's not. And Chase Claypool had a good game. Yeah, the Steelers play the Seahawks next week. I'm going to take the Steelers. Fuck. Russell Wilson's out. Yeah, I'm going to take the Steelers.
I'm also going to take the Steelers. Hudson, what about you?
All right, well, it looks like Hudson's not here, so we'll just move on. So we kind of just went full circle here. We talked about the Seahawks game already, so let's go to Saints versus Washington. Saints versus Washington. Don't look now, but the Saints are tied with the Panthers for the best record in the division.
Second best, but they're still
second best.
The Saints are still inconsistent as fuck. They always do well one week and then they lose the next week, and then they win the next week and then they lose the next week. But I don't believe in the Saints team like you do. They're still ass in my opinion. So. They played a Washington defense that has been just gashed all year. So I mean, what do you expect to like? What do you want to tell me out of this? Like, what do you expect me to say?
No, nothing. Because I picked the Saints.
No, okay. Let me tell you something else. This Saints defense is starting to get gashed over and over and over. They let Danny Dimes have a big day. They've let Taylor Heineke have a big day. They let...
Bro, he didn't have a big day. He threw 2 picks.
Didn't he have, 200-plus yards?
Yeah, he did, but he threw 2 picks and 0 touchdowns.
Okay, they let Danny Dimes go crazy last week, and didn't they let Gibson have a big week as well? Gibson had a big week.
Gibson had fucking 20 carries for 60 yards.
I still don't trust
their receivers, they didn't let, Terry McLaurin, I love him, bro, but Marshawn Lattimore was all over him.
And then the Saints also had a lucky-ass touchdown at the end of the first half. I mean,
what, with the Callaway?
Do you really trust this Saints team? I don't. I think they're still ass.
Well, the Saints play. The Saints have a bye week.
Washington plays Kansas City. Ooh, I'm gonna take Kansas City.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take Kansas City too. Even though I'm not happy with Kansas City. Like, I mean, I picked the Bills, bro.
Yeah, me and you picked the Bills because we knew how bad this Kansas City defense was, and they got gashed repeatedly last week. Well, yesterday, just getting just absolutely pushed over. Like they let Josh Allen just murder them. They let Dawson Knox. They made Dawson Knox look like a top 5 tight end. Like that's how pathetic they looked. Just a big win for the Bills, and they're gonna get home field advantage if they have to go against Kansas City in the playoffs because they have the tiebreaker. So this is a big win for Buffalo. Trust me, it meant a lot to them, and they played like it on Sunday Night Football in front of a national audience. They needed this one.
If you're here, what do you think about the Bills game?
The
Bills Chiefs.
Oh yeah, that one was just I couldn't really believe it. We just saw the Bills just took advantage of the Chiefs. They didn't really look like themselves, and like I said, the Bills
haven't, bro. The Chiefs are not the same. I said this in preseason, and I know you're not supposed to make overreactions in preseason, but their O-line and their defense is non-existent. Like their secondary is so ass.
It didn't really look like it.
What game did we skip over that Hudson needs to predict?
Oh, the Steelers Seahawks, I think.
Yeah, Steelers Seahawks. Who you got now?
Who did you guys both take? I want to know.
We both took the Steelers.
I took the Steelers because Russ is out.
I'm going with Seahawks in this game.
Huh? Geno Smith.
I'm gonna put my faith in the Geno show.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, interesting. All right, moving on to the next game, Titans Jaguars. I mean, Titans just did what they were supposed to do, I guess.
Titans Bills.
Yeah, basically.
Did they play the Bills next week?
Yeah, the Titans play the Bills next week.
Oh yeah,
it's on Monday Night Football.
Oh, is it?
I'm taking the Bills. I'm taking the Bills.
I am also gonna take the Bills. It's in Tennessee though, but I'm still gonna take the Bills.
I don't care where it is. I'm taking the Bills.
Mm-hmm. Same. I honestly, the no matter where it is, especially against the Bills.
Rodrigo Blankenship got his kick blocked, and the Ravens still have life.
Bills Mafia is going to travel.
Campbell, what a block!
They will travel to Tennessee, and then the Jaguars play the Dolphins.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Dolphins.
9:30 in the morning.
I don't know, bruh.
Yo, we might have Tua back for this game.
Oh, then
I'll take the Dolphins. Yeah. I'll give them 8 points.
If Tua's playing, I'll take the Jaguars. If he's not playing, I'll take the Dolphins.
Wow, I think Tua's playing. He's on track to practice this week, and he's off the IR this week. So
can we just acknowledge the fact that you took Tua Tagovailoa over Justin freaking Herbert?
Can someone tell me why Reed Sinnett didn't play?
Because Brissett won it. Because of Brissett's so-called love for the game, where he couldn't even walk and it was annoying as hell.
Salvon Ahmed has been ass. Jalen Waddle has been ass. Preston Williams has been ass. Myles Gaskin was a top receiver, bro.
Myles Gaskin was your best receiver. Clutched up in fantasy though.
Gesicki was ass. Shaheen was ass. Hollins was ass. Ford was ass.
Dolphins got a nice ass spanking from Tampa Bay.
Dude, Mike Evans and Antonio Brown combined for 237 yards, bro, receiving yards.
Hey, Brady looks like an MVP candidate.
That's what I'm saying. I think Brady might be winning MVP. He might be. Or I have Josh Allen, but Brady might do it. If you add Chris Godwin 70, they have between the three of them 307 receiving yards.
Yeah. Brady is playing ridiculous, man. Dude is 44 years old.
I should tell you how bad Xavier Howard and Byron Jones are.
Yeah, that they are not as good as they advertise this year.
I will take the Dolphins over the Jaguars.
I will take the Dolphins as well.
And the Bucks play the Eagles, and I'm gonna take the Bucks.
I'm going to take the Bucks on Thursday night as well. However, I expect this game to be a shootout. I expect the Eagles to put points on the board. I expect the Bucks to put points on the board. But it's going to be a good game. I know most people. I don't know what the spread is. Hold on, let me check this real quick. Bucks, Eagles.
Watson, what do you think about the Dolphins game?
Dolphins game. Yeah, that was a fun one. We saw Brady throw for over 450 and 5 TDs for the first time in his career. So that's always a fun thing to see.
Every team's breaking records against y'all.
By the way, the line for Eagles Bucks is -7 Tampa Bay. I would actually take the Eagles on this one. I'm not picking them to win this game, but I'm gonna take the. Yes, I'm taking the spread. I'm gonna give me the points because I feel like this game is gonna be a shootout, and I feel like Jalen Hurts will keep up with Tampa, but Tampa's gonna win this game though. They're still gonna win this game, but Eagles should keep up. Ip will be proud I said that. So yeah, I'm gonna take.
Yeah, you taking Tampa too, Hudson?
Yeah, I am.
All right, so that should wrap up all the games for next week.
Dude, wait! We skipped the game, didn't we?
What did we skip? We skipped Colts and Ravens.
Titans. We didn't talk about Titans Jaguars. Well, I mean, I guess there's nothing to talk about. Derrick Henry just ran all over them.
He did. We're gonna be giving our players of the week and stuff like that. So, the Colts Ravens game, while it's finishing up, we'll be giving updates on that as well. So don't worry about that. So let's start off with this week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Who do you guys all have? I have mine.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first. You go first.
I'm taking Devontae Adams. I mean,
I think
I have no.
It's a no-brainer. Yeah, I have Devontae Adams as well.
Yeah, it's got. I don't see who else it can be. He just completely went off this week, and
well, someone else you could say is Tom Brady. Tom Brady, Mike Evans. I wouldn't be surprised if those two guys would.
If they had won, I would have given
Devontae Adams. What he did though.
I would have
given Antonio Brown though, he had a great game.
I would have given it to Kadarius Toney if they won.
Yeah, if they would have won, I was thinking Kadarius Toney too.
Kadarius Toney had an amazing game. And then for NFC defensive, who do you guys have?
I have Darius Slay.
Wait, hold on. I gotta make sure.
I have Darius Slay. He deserved it. He balled out. He took down DJ Moore because they kept running the hitch routes and Slay just sat on it over and over.
I also have Darius Slay. It was between him and someone else, but I have Darius Slay.
Yeah, Darius Slay played great. I'm not really sure who else this player can really be because
it was Diggs, bro.
Trevon Diggs though, he may have the most picks in the NFL, but I think something I saw today is that he also has the most penalties plus the most points scored or the most yards allowed with receivers that he's on. So he's been great this season, but Trevon Diggs also is a good pick for the week. But I think it's got to be Darius Slay who locked up DJ Moore and kind of helped the Eagles get this surprising win over the Panthers.
All right, and then AFC offensive. I'm gonna go Justin.
I'll let you guys go first on this one.
Yeah, I got Justin Herbert.
You know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give it to the young one. Give it to Davis Mills here.
Even though he lost?
I think that nobody really. I think that the Texans were gonna lose no matter what happened. So I may have to give it to the losing player here, even though they lost.
I'm making a change right now.
Or Josh Allen would be a good pick too.
My original pick was Josh Allen for winning against the Chiefs and putting on a show. But if the Colts win this game, I'm gonna give it to Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor has such a good game tonight. I think he's combined for almost 180 scrimmage yards. It's a ridiculous stat. And he's had 2 big-time touchdowns. I'm going to give it, if they win this game, I'm giving it to Jonathan Taylor. No doubt in my mind. But if the Colts don't win this game, I'm giving it to Josh Allen. That's going to be offense.
All right, and then a defensive player. Who do you guys have? I have mine. I'm just waiting for you guys.
I'll go first. I have Kevin Byard. He had such a good week against Jacksonville. I think he had 10 tackles, an interception that was a pick 6, and he had a sack, I think, as well, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Kevin Byard.
Yeah, Micah Hyde. I'm not sure if he actually gets it, but he did play great. He had a pick 6, I think, on Mahomes.
Oh no, Lamar's down.
Okay, plus a couple tackles in that game. But I'm also looking in this. I think there's a player in the Chargers game that I want, or in the Chargers or Browns game that I wanted to give it to, but I might be wrong. Like Derek,
Defensively, you mean defensively, right?
Are
you kidding me?
I'm trying to see here.
That game was a shootout, though.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That I thought that there was a player. It may have been in a different game though. I can't find the player that I was looking for.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying, but I have Buda Baker.
He's in the NFC.
Yeah, it's an NFC.
Fuck, I was at the 49ers. And then he is in the NFC, you're right. I gotta change mine. So you have yours?
Or actually, yeah, I might go with I think I might go with, just for clinching the win.
Dude, I'm gonna go with Darius. I'm gonna go with Darius Leonard.
Darius Leonard?
Yeah,
what's his stats right now? Isn't he having an insane game?
9 tackles, 2 assists.
I know that
Ravens.
I know that this guy didn't do too much, but I'm gonna give it to
Hudson, do not spoil. The Ravens just scored a touchdown. They gotta go for 2.
Did they actually? Oh,
they scored Mark Andrews with another touchdown.
Damn.
I have him in fantasy.
I'm on the same channel as you. I'm on YouTube TV.
I know. Just do not spoil.
Hudson, who's your mine?
So this guy didn't really do too much, but he basically gave the Steelers the win. I'm gonna give it to James Pierre, the cornerback, for getting that game-winning interception off of Teddy Bridgewater on that last play of the game.
Okay. All right, and then next week, who are you guys' predictions?
Offensive player of the week for the NFC. Got it. He got it. Lamar got it. Tie game.
You're literally ahead of me.
Oh, damn. Oh,
no, that's fine.
I wanted to be the one to say it.
I always spoil stuff for you, so.
Yeah, so
this
okay.
The
Colts are going to have 40 seconds to tie to win this game. And they have 2
probably
timeouts.
not. Don't underestimate Wentz, though.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I think low-key, the Colts might win this game. If they win this game, this will be such a big win for them. But anyways, I'm going for NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
You're gonna go CMC?
Nah, I won't be a homer this week. I picked last week did not pan out.
Yeah, not too much. If I go.
Washington plays Kansas City, don't they? So I'm going to go with Terry McLaurin. And defensively, I mean, is there anybody else besides Trayvon Diggs that I should pick?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Diggs, I guess.
I think for NFC Offensive Player of the Week, I'm going to go with... I know I have the Cardinals in case that run defense just doesn't hold up for Arizona. I'll go with Nick Chubb for NFC, you said, right?
No, you can pick AFC. Go ahead.
All right, yeah, all right. So I'll do my AFC Player of the Week is going to be Nick Chubb, and my AFC Defensive Player of the Week is probably, you know what? We'll find out.
I'll tell you right now, my AFC Offensive Player of the Week, without a doubt, is going to be Chase Claypool. Chase Claypool / Deontay Johnson. Either one. They're going to have a monster game against Seattle. And then AFC Defensive Player of the Week, I'm going to take Xavier Howard against Jacksonville.
Yeah, dude, you literally said, I was about to say that we're going to find out whether this player wins it before all the games actually start. I'm taking Xavier Howard for AFC Defensive Player of the Week, too.
But meanwhile, Paris Campbell just had a
Yo,
big
yeah,
they're already at midfield.
I just told you, do not underestimate Carson Wentz and this Colts
I said
offense.
Carson, dude. I love. I said, what did I say last week? I said I'm thinking of taking the upset. Dude, he's 385.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of Wentz going into the season.
I'm gonna go.
We can't hear you.
Dak.
Oh, incomplete. We cannot hear you, Suhas. Please increase your volume. Okay, Hudson, who'd you say your NFC offensive and NFC defensive were?
Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm behind, so that play just happened.
Okay.
For my NFC offensive and defensive player of the week. Oh, I was on week 7. NFC. This is tough. I honestly, there could be so many different guys that I have no clue who to choose here, but maybe in the end, I can't choose him though. That'll be stupid. I'm gonna go with. Let's go with Dak Prescott against this Patriots defense who just let up 3 touchdowns to Davis Mills. I feel like, they can let up 3 touchdowns to Davis Mills. They might as well go ahead and let up 6 to Prescott. So, okay, yeah, that was a bad throw. I'm gonna go with Dak Prescott for NFC Offensive Player of the Week, and then for NFC Defensive Player of the Week, obviously the first name that's got to come to mind is Trevon Diggs, but in the end, I might go with, but I can't. I think let's go with Aaron Donald for NFC Defensive Player of the Week against the Giants.
That's a good pick. That is a good pick. And we're going to conclude this Colts-Ravens game. What a game. Big win for this Ravens team, coming back down 16. Mark Andrews, Lamar really came up clutch down the stretch. And that block kick by Calais Campbell, turning point in the game, I think. Just a big-time block, and they got this win. Marquise Brown just dusted Darius Leonard on that last touchdown. And they're going to end up winning 31-25. Big win for the Ravens.
Yeah, I was a high believer in this Colts team, and I did pick them obviously to win this week. And I think we were all, at least I was confident that this team could win, and they were off to a great start. They were up 7-0 for a while, then 10-3. I think like 10-3 going into halftime. They were up 16-3 again at one point, and then
they were up 25-9.
25-9 after the failed 2-point conversion at one point, and then Ravens just came down, scored, got the 2-point conversion, and then got another 8-point touchdown and 2-pointer. And then, Rodrigo Blankenship, the Colts had 30 maybe seconds to come down and score, and they got it. Wentz led them down the field. They were inside that 35-40 yard line, and Rodrigo Blankenship missed that game-winning field goal. So that he kind of was the reason why they lost that game. Other than that, Wentz played great. He played great football, which is what I've expected seeing from him. He looked really, really healthy. I think probably the healthiest we've seen all season from him. So hopefully, if he can keep that up, the Colts can maybe go on a win streak. I think they have a fairly easy schedule for the near second half of the season. So maybe the Colts can go on some type of win streak, but I feel like this was a win that they definitely could have used to turn their season around.
Ooh, whoa. Do you see that stat right there?
442
passing yards for Lamar Jackson tonight.
242?
I'm just switching my pick overall. Lamar is definitely going to be AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I need to check his stats right now, actually.
No, they just showed it. 37 for 42, 442 yards passing, and 4 touchdowns.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Lamar Jackson played out of his mind. Once again, he was their leading rusher, too. It's only 62 yards, but he really kind of proved that he was an all right quarterback today with, like you said, the 37 for 43, 442, and 4 TDs for Lamar Jackson. So a great game on both ends. Crazy game going into overtime once again. Another primetime overtime game, but, the Ravens able to barely pull it out in overtime.
Yeah, we're going to wrap this up now. Really good week of football. and a great game to end on. We'll have another good game on Thursday. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to all the channels, hit the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.